So I am still plugging away, Mr. Wicks, Joe Wicks, the body coach. So what I'm doing, as I said before, is I'm doing each cycle of the first 90 days. I'm doing each cycle in 2 weeks. So I've done cycle 1, I've now started cycle 2, and after 2 weeks of this, I'm moving on to cycle 3. So in 6 weeks, I've fast-tracked through the original program to get back to cycle 4 and not doing myself an injury after Christmas. Bloody hell, I need a shave.
So we're out at West Norwood doing popcorn junkies for the vlog. I can't bear the noise in here. People have been dragging chairs, banging tables, and Maddie says I need to just...
chill out. Chill out.
I need to chill out, apparently. Anyway, so we're doing a review for later. My cap is a bit too bent.
No, it's
Does it
good.
look too bent?
It's all good.
It's constricting my head, so I feel like I've got a blister on my head.
Okay, I can get that.
Get that? Yeah. What's going on underneath your hat, Mum?
I feel like a big blister too.
Do you feel like a what?
Big blister. Ah!
Do you know what that looks like? What? A fluffy condom.
Dad! Face!
Head.
That's not my face.
They're not serving food in it. So, Maddie, talk us through your meal deal.
What, the pasta?
Pasta, Nadia Sawalha off the telly. That's what they got. They had good lunch.
Oh, God, yeah.
This is proof and crisps. Wholesome, all categories of food represented. Is there a vegetable in there at all?
Yeah, there is.
But Kiki's getting cramps in her
the little
foot.
bits of herbs.
Tell us about your cramp.
In her foot, in her feet.
Ow!
Chi-Chi, look at you! Look at you! What do you think of them? Don't they look lovely?
Was it upsetting?
I've got it everywhere.
Hey,
Oh, God, it's a bit pink, actually.
Chi-Chi, Toffee. Look at Toffee. Look at you. Look at you. Hello, how are you? Say hello to the subs.
I'm good. How are you, Sab?
Say hello to the subs, Nanny Di.
Hello, Subs.
Where have you been?
Didn't know you were
I've been here, haven't I?
Where have you been?
I've been at home.
No, where have we just been?
Oh, we've been to the cinema.
What have we seen?
We've seen a film called
Waves.
Waves. Thank you.
Hey. And there's already a little bit of disagreement going on about the film.
No.
Say hello, subs.
Hello, subs.
Do you think we're going
Though she be but little, she is fierce.
Who's
It's a quote
that?
from Shakespeare, and we bought that for Kiki when we were in Stratford.
But she
on one
is
of our
little,
trips.
and she can be
is little,
fierce.
except she's taller than me now.
What do you?
I'm little.
You're the little and fierce one. What do you think? What do you think of us having our Christmas decks up still?
Me?
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
Is it?
But then again, it'll take you so long to get them down. It might be next Christmas.
Okay. But you're gonna cry.
No.
How has your week been?
It's been very sort of strenuous in the sense that I've had 2 full classes to do with my knee.
Yeah.
Obviously overdid it because then Wednesday and Thursday I could only lie collapsed like a 70-year-old.
You got standing.
I felt my age yesterday.
Did you?
When I had to come back to the house, yeah, flat. But what was the other thing that happened this week? Something else important happened.
Major.
I can't remember anyway.
She's so important.
No, exactly. So don't be sarcastic. Yeah,
And you've got a bad tummy.
She's got a bad tummy.
Oh.
It's like going like that, and my stomach gripey. So that's how you describe it, gripey. I never get a bad stomach.
No.
Hello, Fabs.
Tell us about the health benefits of malt.
Malt?
Yeah, my mum used to thrust a spoon of malt extract in my mouth.
I think it's just delicious. But Teddy and Maddie love that now.
Oh, you see, it's just the stuff that's in the middle of Maltese.
I know, that's
Oh,
the
it's in
thing. When I
Maltesers,
was a
of
kid,
course.
Subs, and my mum was really strict about sweets and chocolates. She didn't let us have any. I've got a rash. I've got a rash on my stomach. I would come down and get her malted milk and eat it by the spoonful because it was like
It
Maltesers.
is a thing for old people. It's like a sort of,
So
do you remember a thing
soothing.
called Complan? Not that you
Yeah,
would,
yeah,
that is for old
I do
people.
remember.
I thought that was something you wore to stop you weeing.
What?
Complan.
No.
Apparently prostate cancer's on the up.
Oh, shut up.
Shut
No,
up.
it is. It means that I'm
It's
at
because
that
people
age.
are living longer, that's why.
Ah.
It's not, these are the old men.
Ah.
Most men, apparently, after a certain age, have some sort of prostate cancer.
Your leg looks alright.
Look at that. That's
Look at that.
brilliant. Right, we're going out for a brisk walk tomorrow with the dogs.
I hope so.
Yeah.
First thing.
I have to find a way of getting onto the ground.
What do you mean?
Lying flat on
Oh
the
yeah,
ground.
you can't kneel, can you? Once
No,
you're
I
out?
can't kneel. So what would be good? What would be good?
So how do you pray every Sunday now?
This is so funny.
We have to go.
Yeah. I'm going to have to do it with something to hang on to though, aren't I?
You did that with grace and dignity.
You did.
I love that purple
Well, don't
on
you
you.
in here when I've got to watch Love Island?
What are you doing
Exactly.
on
And
the... So
also
where are
you
you
just
at
make
with
me
Love
feel
Island?
bad.
I'm way behind.
I watched Love Island last night.
Oh,
I'm
you
up to
did it?
I'm up to speed.
Was it really good?
Yeah. Our Green Fingered Hell went out, Mum. Did you see it?
I did.
Was it good, Love Island?
It was good. Yeah, it's good.
I thought you were going to say Green Fingered Hell. I thought it was sweet.
Green Fingered Hell's brilliant. It's better than Love Island.
Because neither of us knew what
Where's Maddie going?
Neither of us knew what
the hell we were talking
the
about.
fuck we were doing. Sorry.
Where's Maddie going?
Maddie is getting ready. She's going to. They call it a motive.
Oh yeah.
A what?
A motive. They go to a motive.
What does a motive mean?
They all hang out together and motivate people. Motivate each
It's
other.
like a motive.
Sounds like a cult where they march
Yeah.
up and down Oxford Street banging
Yeah.
cymbals.
Should we do some more Green Fingered Hell tomorrow? We could do something for an hour.
Yeah,
couldn't we?
let's do something. Well, you take advantage of me because my social calendar has
So-
just gone nuts.
It has just gone nuts. And what's your contribution going to be to this week's Sunday show, Mum? Given that you're not doing a book.
Well, yeah, because you told me. I thought you told me not to do a book, so I didn't do a book this week because you two have got.
Yeah,
there's
I've got
two
one.
books. Yeah,
I've got one. It's just a shame
Good.
you won't be in it.
I know. I'm
We
such
can
a
get rid
shame.
of something. We'll ask for an opinion on something like we're going to do Teddy Talks.
You know we're doing Teddy Talks.
Whoa, yeah, dude. No, you can't.
There's going to be a bit on the Sunday show where we do Teddy Talks. And
Like
it's
TED Talks.
Yeah,
You know what TED Talks
Of course
are?
I do.
Do you feel that as you get older, people patronise you more?
Yeah, and I'm going to punch you in the face in a minute
Yeah,
if you
and
keep
then
on
I'll kick
doing
you
it.
in the bollocks.
Yeah,
Go on
okay,
then.
that's
Well,
good.
God,
All sounds
bloody
good.
hell. And punch you in the face and kick in the bollocks.
Because you're so patronising.
These girls are terrible. Leaving every crisp pot, every cup, every...
Joe Wicks contacted me today.
To say...
He contacted me to say, well done, Mark, you're doing a great job.
Oh.
Keep going with the plan. He really likes the way I'm doing each cycle in 2 weeks. Oh, with all due respect, I think those pizza Pringles were moi. We're going to get takeout. Look, she didn't see the other vital bit of evidence in there.
Right, I've got serious business.
What have I been up to? What have I been up to? Look, pizza.
Oh, stop being so silly.
I'm just What? I'm having a chat with my friends.
Ridiculous.
And every time I chat with my friends, you tell me not to be so stupid.
Then we have to go, Mark. Oh, shit.
What have you just done?
God, I'm just. Oh,
Mum?
I know. That's not what I do. Do you think that's natural infirmity?
The dogs stink.
Have you just wet yourself?
No.
How come the dogs stink?
I don't know. They were done yesterday. They smelt lovely.
Yesterday.
They went in the garden. What can I say? We can't hold their hands around the garden, babe. We can't micromanage them or helicopter parent them. Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi stinks. Toffee.
Is it Chi-Chi?
Well, it's not going to be toffee, is it?
Maybe it's her bed, actually. The bed is disgusting.
Mum, it's all kicked off since you've been here. There was a sort of equilibrium around, and then you arrived, hop along, and it's all gone fucking tits up. Yeah, I'm going to send you the photo I took. I took a really beautiful photo of Nadia tonight.
You said you got an upset stomach bug.
Oh!
Sorry.
Oh!
Sorry.
Oh!
Let me just. Human stupidity.
You should read that.
No, you should. Oh, that's a nice one. I've not heard of this. Where did you get the information?
Get stuck into Love Island.
I heard you coming. You were going to frighten me, weren't you?
The ultimate weekend of their lives
Oh, that's cute.
is in the hands of these guys.
Did you get this for Christmas?
Beanable.
Oh, it's
What's wrong with toffee? Can I just ask you guys, what is sepsis?
It's when it's like poisoning, blood poisoning.
How'd you get it?
All different ways you get it.
But can you get? Is that the one you say from doing compost in the garden and stuff?
If you've got an open wound,
Apparently, it's the biggest killer of people on the planet.
No, it's not.
No, it's on the news today.
Yeah, no, but they're just saying that it's much bigger than they thought
Cancer.
it was.
No, it's the biggest killer on the planet. It's just been on the radio again.
Oh, on the
11
planet,
million
you mean
on the
everywhere
planet.
in the-
11 million on the planet from sepsis, 9 million from cancer.
Horrendous.
Well, if you think of the conditions there, that's the whole
Yeah,
planet.
but apparently Britain is the worst in Europe with the highest number of cases of sepsis.
It's horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
How do you know? How do you know
Well,
if
the
you
thing
get
is
it?
with it is that it's a bit like, you know how meningitis always used to get misdiagnosed or
Yeah.
get lost? The same with sepsis.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you have got sepsis, you have to, at such speed, on a drip of antibiotics. So all sorts of things start to happen, like
Well, Father's
one
just
of the
been already.
signs is that you can't pee because your kidneys start to shut down.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I want to go for a wee and can't wee all the time.
Gloria Hunniford was telling us that she had it. She was cutting some cooked lamb and she cut her finger.
No.
And yeah, she got a sepsis.
Well,
And she's
man
having
just
a-
said on the radio that his son just had a cold and then
Yeah.
he went to a flu and then
Yeah.
he went round and his son looked like he was dying.
Yeah.
Where did he get
He
sepsis?
didn't say. That was the part of the
Yeah.
chat. That's why I came in to ask you both, because the hypochondria kicked in.
Well, don't think about. What's the point of thinking
But
about
what am
it?
I doing? Chewing my fingers? Could that make
Constantly.
me vulnerable?
How many
Constantly
times
chewing
have
your
we said to
fingers.
you, don't chew your fingers and go out and then shove your hands into
You
dirt?
do these things.
Oh, your voice is getting thinner.
No, it's just that I swallowed a bit of rice.
Freezing, it's so hot. What's wrong? How's your tummy? Is it better?
She's not very well.
I've got like cramping in my stomach.
Oh.
I've had.
Oh. Period
But now
pains?
I've just had falafel.
You got period? You're f***ing joking.
Oh, did you have to swear?
Have we got any
Don't
helmets?
do it. A lot of young
Have we got
people
any
watch
crash helmets? We're going to have to
You
take
smell
cover.
nice.
Smell me?
Do you smell nice on a bed of rice?
I smell of gay man.
Gay man.
I smell of gay man.
Smell of Lee.
Oh, that's
Oh my
weird.
God, it's got a picture of Alzheimer's disease.
Is it a picture of you? Is it a picture of you, Mum?
Yeah, it's a completely
Let's
white
see.
brain. I've got the top one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear.
It's too scary.
Keep drinking coffee. It blasts the brain plaque. It does. It zaps plaque. Sounds like almost a strapline for Domestos. Zaps plaque so it doesn't come back. But I'm slightly worried about sepsis because I keep chewing my fingers.
No, well, don't chew your fingers. It's quite simple.
I chew my fingers all the time. I used to chew my fingers as a kid, and my nan used to threaten me with painting my fingers with that stuff that makes them taste really horrible.
It's one for you, Mark.
But it just never seems to take
I'm
off.
going to do a bit of research about what we're going to cook for the Sunday show, recipe-wise.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Tethered spinal cord syndrome.
Tethered
Spinal cord syndrome. That's a good one for you. Neurological disorder in which extra tissue.
I've worked out why Toffee is being annoying.
Why?
I only gave Chi-Chi an esophagus because there was one left.
That's why.
And she's making our lives hell. I'm thinking of tearing my own esophagus out and giving her it.
Very cold.
Oh, sweetie, maybe you're coming down with something. Got bad tummy. You got bad tummy, you're feeling cold. Hold my hand, that'll make you feel better.
I feel like I hold my hands
Oh
up.
my God, you're freezing.
Frozen.
What's happened
Maybe
to
a cup of
that
tea.
island now then? It's gone off.
It's coming back on at 9, Mum. You can put on whatever you want. Sorry, I had a really itchy nostril suddenly.
Morning all. Saturday morning. Nadia's still asleep. Mark is rumbling. I've kept my makeup on from yesterday's Lee swimming because I've got lots of filming to do today. So we are in a minute gonna film our podcast. Mark found an article the other day talking about how more and more people who are getting married are choosing to live apart. Weird. Don't quite know how that works. Anyway, so I'm going to have a read of the article with a nice cup of tea and then see what I think, and then we will shoot our podcast. Then we're going to take the dogs for a walk with Nanny Di, and then I would go shopping because I need to do quite a bit of cooking today, filming cooking. I'm trying out some products that have been gifted to me. Cooking stuff for the Sunday show, and I'm also cooking something for this channel, the main channel. There's frost outside, which makes me feel a bit better because, to be honest, the weather that we've been having, wherever you live, I know in Scotland you've been suffering, but here it's been so warm, it's been really worrying me with global warming. Me and Kay were talking about this yesterday, saying, yeah, we feel better when it's cold. That's good, because it's supposed to be cold, because it's January. We don't want it to be warm. We know it makes life easier, but we don't want it to be warm. It's weird. It's another morning, another Saturday morning when Maddie isn't here. She's really growing up. I'm excited for her because she's growing up, but of course it means I'm getting close to death. Kiki's having a friend over today. So Mark and I are going to try and get all our work done for the channel. We'll be working most of today, actually, for that. And then tonight we're going to go see Bombshell, which I'm dying to see. Now, it's not about Weinstein. It's about, I think it's about the head of Fox Television. I'm not sure, but then we'll be doing a review of that. Yeah, it's a busy day. And, of course, I'm going to try and stick to 16/8 fasting. So from whatever time I start eating today, I have to stop after 8 hours. Really good for your health, really good for your memory, apparently, in my opinion, from what I've read. Not advocating it, not selling it, not saying you should do it. But yeah, oh, and Mark and Nadia doing some gardening today. Do people do gardening in January? I'm going to try and convince them to just sort out the veranda thing out there. I don't think I'll manage it, but I'm going to try. And of course, like all the rest of you, loads of cleaning and clearing up. That's what happens when you're married, isn't it, and got kids. That's what you do on a Saturday. You're not lying around doing whatever you want, recovering from a hangover, meeting people in the pub, doing what you like. No, you're always clearing out and sorting out. And then, as you know, with me, by the end of Saturday, it's all back to square one again by Sunday morning. But anyway, that's all for now.
So we've just recorded the relationship podcast about living separately. Nadia said a few times in there that she'd like to be able to wake up, come to the window, throw open her arms, play music and say, oh, what a glorious morning. And it is. I mean, you guys know from my mental health chats, I struggle with the sun. I do struggle with the sun. Could it be a symptom of the medication? I don't know, that I struggle with it a little less at the moment. I think sun in winter is a bonus. It's kind of like, it's like getting interest on savings or something, because you're not supposed to get sun in the winter, and also it being sunny doesn't mean that it's oppressive and you feel a bit sticky. I think sun in the summer reminds me of dirty hangovers and stickiness and feeling a bit ugh, and a bit there. But anyway, so it's a sunny morning, it's Saturday. Nads has done her little welcome and hello. I have to say, sometimes I worry that with our relationship podcast, if you haven't seen our How to Stay Married, you can either listen on the podcast or go to the other playlist here. I notice that sometimes we skirt frighteningly close to a full-blown row, and then we sort of come back. It's sometimes dicing with death. But I'm looking at the garden today, and I think Nadia's right. I think if we're going to do anything in Green-Fingered Hell, it's probably just making good and setting out the stall on the veranda. Perhaps we can set Nadia. It's freezing. That's the first. Is it the first frost where you are? It's the first frost. It's frosty here. So yeah. So God, I look like death. I look like death. This one of the reasons we all look, well, some of us look so awful. Well, the reasons we all look awful in here compared to Nadia is Nadia Sawalha off the telly walks through the door having had a team of 65,000 people constructing her face. She looks gorgeous anyway without all that stuff, but she looks even more gorgeous with it. And then there's us lot who put nothing on, and we stand beneath these skylights. So the light hits down, the brow shadows these, and I have the bags from hell. So, there you go. Anyway, so we're going to be taking the dogs for a walk, filming bits and bobs for tomorrow's Sunday show, which by the time you get this, no, it'll still be this day. Look, we still have, let's just give you a little survey of the scene. We still have a very deflated Father Christmas just lying around. I'm clearing this end of the room to make it the art room. This is now no longer going to be my place. I've got to be responsible. I've got to grow up and be a good boy and make my room my room. But my room isn't looking too good. Do you want to come in and see that too? So we're in the process of slowly boxing these back up, taking them upstairs. We're in the process also of building new bits and bobs for Kiki's room. We might not show you them as much as you'd like us to, because it's her room, privacy. Don't even ask. But in there is a crazy monkey. Not me. Sometimes I look at this room and I think to myself, do you know what? I'd like to just dust each section mindfully. But anyway, so on the ceiling here, we are thinking of putting similar things to the posters in there. And then I had a thought. I've got lots of old comics, not expensive ones, but comics. It might be good to put comic covers on the top. What do you think, guys? Send us your thoughts. And I said it last week. Album of the moment. Georgia. So yeah, so it's going to be one of those days where we're kind of getting a lot of stuff together. Let me show you the kids' room. Where are the dogs? Oh, Toffee's in the car, ready to go for her walk. Kids' room. Very quiet with that, Toffee. She's not nagging, she's not harassing. Chi-Chi's over there guarding her esophagus. Do you want to come over and see Chi-Chi? Now that they've been shaved, they smell so nice. I think, how's it going, Chi-Chi? You're guarding your esophagus. Hey? You're guarding your esophagus. Come on, come here. Come here. Oh, that's an interesting stretch. Did you see that? Oh, come here. It's all right. Oh, she doesn't want to leave her esophagus because history has proven Toffee will... Toffee's in the car. You all right, sweetie? What's going on with your leg? Come on. Toffs, Chi-Chi. What's wrong? Oh, sweet. She is. I lay on the sofa the other day and she just let me stroke her neck and her chest and her tummy. It was the most peaceful, mindful thing, really. I love Toffee. I've got a lot of time for Toffee. She's a right pain in the ass. This one, absolute sweetie. Aren't you? Look at that. I mean, she's properly leaning her head into my hand. Like a sweetie. And, babe, she's so petrified of leaving the esophagus because she's worried Toffee's in the house. She's in the car. Oh. She literally she can't bring herself to leave it because every time she goes with her spirit, which is joyful and sociable, Toffee whips in and nicks whatever she's into, doesn't she? She doesn't she? So she wants to come and hug, but she doesn't want to leave her thing. Anyway, so we're going to go and take the dogs for a walk. Is anyone else coming with us, Nads?
Kiki won't. She said, I can't. I've got to do a workout, I've got to read my book, and I've got to clear up my room.
She's finished Lord of the Rings.
Can you believe that?
She's finished Lord of the Rings. She's moving her way through...
Flies.
Sorry, Lord of the Flies.
I was going to say.
So, get it right, Mark. She's finished Lord of the Flies, which is such a great
book.
book.
My kid on a Saturday morning goes, no, I've got to clear up my room, do my exercise, have a show and read.
And we beat ourselves up about them all the time.
I know. I was like, oh,
no wonder they
enough.
No wonder they feel they can't be good enough. We are exacting and we're annoying. Anyway, Lord of the Flies, that reminds me. You see, this is when homeschooling's quite good.
Instructions for you.
What?
You need to bring down the chest of drawers she doesn't want anymore. You need to put up her table and you need to put up her neon hello sign. What was the other thing?
But the neon hello sign can't be chased into a wall.
You just be plugged in.
It can be plugged in, but it'll have to be, yeah, but it can only reach one plug, so it can only be on one wall. It's very limited where it can go.
Yeah. Okay.
But it'll only be able to go in the corner around her. Okay, but that's fine. And what else? We can't do that before I take the dogs.
No, I'm just saying that she's giving you a list of what
I know my list of things.
What you've got to achieve today.
Okay.
Whatever happens today, we are doing this. We've got to just get up in that loft, Mark. I know we've got the worry of the ladder, but this has to go up because they're going to get ruined apart from anything else.
Well, look at the roof on that.
Yeah, so this is happening today. Yeah, let's go and get Maddie's Kiki's drawer.
I'm gonna go and burst. I'm gonna burst in on any time. Holly.
This is all going, that's charity shop.
That can go with us.
That, got all of those.
That charity?
We could give that to a refuge or a hospital or something. All such lovely cuddly toys. And this is stuff that we've got to sell on eBay. Don't do it, get out. Mark. No, no more. No more.
I should be saying no
Mark.
more to you.
No! He's filming my room again. Stop it! Jesus Christ.
What? Say good morning, subs.
Morning, subs. Do you know what, subs? I love you. I'm just reading some of the comments, and last night we were talking about why on earth is chocolate parfait the most searched for dessert recipe in the last 2 weekends. And somebody said, because it was mentioned in Gavin and Stacey. Oh. So the first most searched was chocolate parfait, and if you go to chocolate parfait, it's a bit more of a complicated chocolate mousse. Yeah. Second top search is easy chocolate mousse. So people obviously searched parfait and then went, can't be asked to do that. How do I make an easy chocolate mousse? I love it.
Did you sleep well?
No.
Why not?
I just don't, do I?
Your head looks more and more like Orville.
Oh look, another sub. Foodie Force Lucy. Nigel Slater did parfait on his Christmas show about 2 weeks ago, then made the press. And people like you thought, what is that? And that's why it's being searched. It's also perfect for veganuary. That's why.
January.
I'm not going to make chocolate parfait this for the weekend.
Sounds
for
horrible.
the No Name As Yet Sunday show, because I don't think people really wanted to make it. I think they just wanted to find out what it was.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought he was the lead singer with Status Quo, wasn't he? Rick Parfait. Isn't that his name, Nat?
Huh?
Rick Parfait, lead singer of
Yeah.
Status Quo.
Yeah, perfect.
good morning, subs.
Listen. Listen. I'm saying good morning back.
Oh, good morning. I
Yeah,
couldn't
they're all
hear
shouting
it.
good morning.
I couldn't hear you.
What's that?
This is my skin cream.
So you're going out there to do some gardening? Because we've got to take the dogs for a walk, and I'm slightly concerned we're going to go faster than you.
No, I'm coming with you.
How are your little Ernie Wise legs going to keep
Well, they're
up?
going to have to rush up and down in one spot.
No, right.
Oh my God, look at Vicky Taylor. Because last night on the vlog, we were talking about how outrageous it is. How outrageous it is to pay for telly in a hospital. And Vicky Taylor says she was in a hospital for 9 months and had to pay for the TV. How much is it a day?
Hang on a minute.
Meanwhile, because I was in hospital, my benefits were stopped. The system is twisted.
Hang on a minute. If the hospital has a TV licence,
It's a way of making
it should
money.
be free.
They're making money.
It's like car parking, which they've just decided to look at, haven't they?
What's Boris?
So what are you telling me? Boris is doing something good?
Yeah.
Only because he's having to.
I think you secretly have a crush on Boris, Mum.
I do. I love him. I love his
You've been so anti him. I think there's a part of you that secretly likes him.
his crumpledness.
Yeah, and you like his humour and his good cheer.
He's got no humour or good cheer. He's just got half of London. That's all.
Hey?
He just owns half of London.
He's also promised, doesn't he promise something to the southwest of England, like a completely big transportation link? And everyone in the southwest saying, thank God people don't think of us as just Wales or Gummidge anymore.
But not just the southwest. He's promising everything everywhere.
Yeah.
The
What's
north.
he promising you?
He's promising me nothing.
He promised you the cycle highway and you've got it outside your door.
We've got it all over London.
I just want to clear this up for you again, guys, because people have been asking about the membership. So everything that we put out on the channel takes an enormous amount of work, like hundreds and hundreds of hours, and nothing on that main channel is changing. Still getting travel vlogs, still getting foodie, still getting family vlogs, weekend vlog, still getting show business, still getting reviews of films,
Mental
still
health.
getting reviews of trailers, and still mental health.
And GFH.
And Green Fingered Hell. Every single thing is staying exactly the same on the channel.
Well, there's a
but we
sense that they're missing
simply cannot maintain that level of work, and Mark is often working till 2 o'clock in the morning without earning something from it. So we've opened a membership area that nobody is obliged to join. It's £1.99 a month. At the moment, they get the Sunday show, which is a proper made show like you would make for TV, that just Mark and I are making again, and a midweek live. So that's an extra. But nothing on our main channel changes, and nobody has to become a member. It's totally up to you. Okay?
I think it can't be more simpler than that.
Yeah, that's it. So don't worry, you're not losing anything, and we're not trying to rip anybody off. We've worked really hard for 18 months, hundreds of hours a week. We just can't maintain that level without also earning some sort of money from it. Also, YouTube take 30% of that. So, you know, it's not like we're making stupid amounts of money. But you know what? I think we work really hard, and I think we give you a lot, and I think I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel any guilt about it, because we're not suddenly charging you for anything that we've given you. We're not taking anything away from you. This is just a bit extra. I just really wanted to clear that up for everybody, because I know I can see there's some threads and some chat, and a lot of people have the wrong information, so they're like giving information to people that isn't actually the right information. So these dogs need walking. Toffee's already in the car. She'll be like furious with us.
Yeah,
She'll be in
Toffee's
the
good to
mood.
go.
Oh, hold on, let me get my stuff. My stuff.
Kitchy.